Dave Palumbo with another RxMuscle Redcon 1 rant. Today's topic is how to make money, how to get sponsored in this industry. I get so many emails on a regular basis. I know I say this every time. I always say, I get so many emails. I do. So what I do is when I get a lot of emails and it gets to a point where it's over my head, I say, okay, you know what? It's time to do a rant. And the truth is that a lot of people out there are very successful physique athletes, whether it be from bikini, figure, fitness, men's physique, classic, open. There's a lot of talent out there. And a lot of people want to be sponsored. And unfortunately, in this day and age, it's a lot more difficult to get contracts. Back when I was competing, Metrics was a huge company. I wanted to work for them. I showed them my qualifications. They saw what I had brought to the table in terms of knowledge and how I looked. And Dr. Scott Connolly, the owner at the time, felt it was a good fit. And they had a bunch of athletes. Ronnie Coleman worked for them. Jimmy Pelletier worked for them. Frank Zeppi worked for them. Debbie Kruk. There was a whole stable of athletes. Nowadays, if a company has one person, you're lucky. And it's different. The criteria are different. I think I would have done really well as an athlete back then if the criteria were the same as today, because I was one of these people that like to participate a lot. A lot of athletes just want to sit back, do appearances, and that's all they want to do. But in today's age, if you want to get a sponsorship, you have to be valuable, a valuable asset to the company, because the advertising places that there are today are not the same as there were years ago. There's no magazines anymore. So if you want to really advertise in a bodybuilding media, sense or format, you have to find, either a very popular YouTube channel, okay, or there's really no other option. I mean, RxMuscle is one of the few media websites left. Now, we have a very popular YouTube channel, and we had to do that because that was where it was going. But we also have a very popular website in terms of traffic numbers. So when companies come to us, we can charge a premium for advertising because we're the magazine of today now, essentially. We do everything. We do from contest reporting to advice to self-help stuff to radio programming and to original TV programming. We have something unique. But the bottom line is not everyone has that. So if you want to be an athlete and you want a company to think you're valuable, you have to be able to do everything from sales for them. And that doesn't mean you're on the phones making phone calls. It means that you're using your social media, your online presence to sell their products. And does that mean you're going out there and saying, oh, I'm going to give you 30%? No, you're out there promoting the products, the use of it. Hey, this is how I use it. Here's the science of it. This is why it's good. And getting your own clients, if you have people that you help personally, to use the product. Because when you get your clients to use them, then those people will get their friends to use the product, and so on and so on and so on. Species Nutrition has always been a grassroots company. I built that company based on referral, word of mouth, self-education from person to person. I can educate, as many people as watch my videos and who listen to me. But I have people who listen to, who follow me, who then have a following that don't follow me. And that's how it goes on and on and on. So for me at Species Nutrition, I know a lot of the companies, because I speak to the owners, feel the same way. If you can get an athlete who believes in the product line, who puts it on his social media, who has a presence that is, listened to and is valued, and the person is respected in what they say, that to me is way more important than how a person places in the contest. I don't care if you win or not. I mean, it's great, to win the Olympia, and I'm sure that's going to help me sell more product to a certain degree. But you out there educating people, putting it out there, showing people how to use the product, not just the obligatory, Instagram post with wearing the t-shirt, because that doesn't mean anything. That looks cool, but you want people to understand why this product, why you stand behind this product, why you are sponsored by me. I have a lot of people come to me and say, Dave, I love your product. You have the best products. I don't want to work for anyone else. And those people I love to hire. And I don't hire anyone in the sense I give people the ability to prove to me that they're a valuable asset to the company. And how do they do that? They go out there and they start educating people. They go out there and they start posting online how they use the product. They go out there and promote their code. When they work with other athletes, they put the other athletes on my supplements because they believe them to be the best and they know how to incorporate them into their program, whether it be the V-Mineralize or Omega-Lize, Fiberlize, my protein. But they know how to insert that in there. And the great thing about today's online marketplace is that we can track, as owners, we can track sales. So if I give you a coupon code and you go out and and give it all to your friends and all your followers, and they use it, I can see how many sales came from that coupon code. And that's a terrific way for me to see how valuable of an asset you are. I have people that sell a tremendous amount of product for us, and I compensate them accordingly. I have people who tell me they're going to make a tremendous impact, and they sell nothing. And they come to me and they say, well, when am I going to start making money? And I'm like, well, when are you going to start selling product? When are you going to start really putting it out there? I see they put a post up every 2 weeks, and they have one person has made a purchase with their code in the last 2 months. And that to me is not a valuable person, even though I might like them a lot. They might be very popular, but if no one's buying, then it doesn't matter. It's like the girl on Instagram who shows her butt every day, and there's plenty of them out there, and they have millions of followers, but no one will ever buy anything. They tell them to, because they don't value them as advice people. They value them as just something cool to look at. And just because someone's looking at you doesn't mean they're buying anything you have to sell. Now, maybe if you're selling booty shorts, people might buy it, but it has to be appropriate to what your following is. So just because you have a big social media following also doesn't mean you're a valuable asset to a nutrition company. And that's another thing you have to understand. I have people come to me, I have 100,000 followers. I'm like, that's great, but what do you do on Instagram? Are you actually an educator? If you're not, then that's not valuable to me. And I think that this is something that people have to come to grips with. So if you're out there and you say, you know what, I want to be in this bodybuilding industry, I want to make a living from legitimately being a valued information provider, and I want to be associated with a supplement company that I believe in, then then that's what you have to do. Then you have to go out there and let people know why you believe in them, why you're so happy to be a part of that. You want to get other people excited about wanting to be a part of that team as well. And that, as a supplement company owner, to me, is a valuable person that you have on your team. And if I had 10 people like that, if I had 20 people like that, that's greater than any sales force I can ever amass, working out of an office. So, guys, I think I just gave you a little taste of what it is to be an athlete and to get sponsorship in this industry in today's marketplace. Hopefully you guys can take that information and make it valuable, and maybe I'll even hear from some of you and you'll become valuable, associates with me and employees. What you're doing is you're making yourself your own boss in a sense, and just affiliating yourself with other companies that you believe in. Look, I do that. I don't just sell Species Nutrition. If you go to my DavePalumbo.com website, I have other companies' products on there. I have Bill Llewellyn's Roy Test. I have Bill Llewellyn's Liver Stable. I have another company's a kidney product. It's a kidney. It's called Kidney Stuff. It's a detoxification for if you have high creatinine. So companies that I believe in, I sell an alkalinized water pitcher on there. If I believe in the product, I align myself with these companies, and I probably increase their sales a lot, and I make myself money as well. So that's something that you have to think about doing. You have to say to yourself, all right, what do I believe in? Here's the science. This is what I use. I'm going to align myself with these companies that are in alignment with what I believe. And when you do that, you'll make money and you'll be successful. All right, I'm Dave Palumbo. Hopefully you enjoyed this little topic. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on your notifications. Like the video, and we'll see you next time.